In today's video, I'm going to show you a really common mistake that happens to a lot of people when doing work, specifically valve cover work on an M54 engine. Today I'll be showing you how to replace the vacuum line that goes from the secondary air pump valve that attaches to the side of the cylinder head, and the vacuum line wraps all the way around the perimeter of the valve cover and connects underneath the intake manifold. Now, over time, what happens is the old rubber connection becomes brittle, breaks down with heat and decades of driving. And once it does break down, it will crack, deteriorate. And when you're doing a valve cover gasket replacement or replacing the valve cover, even doing vanos work, anything where the valve cover has to come off, and you disturb all of those lines, it's a line that's right next to the cables for the oxygen sensors. And once that happens, it can set off one of several trouble codes. You'll see the service engine soon light come on, and I'll show you today how to repair that and get back on the road. Now, the two codes that are present are related to the secondary air system and pump and the valve that attaches to the cylinder head right here. So to gain access to this tubing that runs all the way along here and around the back of the valve cover, first I'm going to remove this vanity cover and the intake right here, the fresh air intake for the cabin air filter. So we'll pry up on these three tabs here, release the clips, and then turn it towards the driver's side of the car to release it from the firewall. And here's a close-up of what the tabs look like on this piece as you twist it. Alright, first we'll remove these vanity clips. And the oil cap as well. And remove two 10mm nuts, one here and one here. Now we can lift up the cover. Now the next thing we're going to do is remove the cables here for the oxygen sensors. Move the harness back here out of the way. Now we can remove the hard plastic line that connects to this valve. As you can see here, mine was already broken in the past, and somebody tried to repair it with a piece of gas line or oversized vacuum line. Now, these cars are very sensitive to minute changes. All the sensors on these cars generally pick up very slight variations in the signal. So doing repairs like this on a BMW, when they have extra sensitive sensors, not a good idea. Now, this hard line looks like it goes all the way around the back of the motor, so I'm actually going to remove this other vanity cover here that goes over the intake manifold. And again, we'll use a 10mm socket. Here's the hard vacuum line we'll be replacing, and I will link this up in the description below. Now, as you can see, this is a hard plastic line with a small diameter, so it fits into place with the oxygen sensor wiring. And then on either end we have a nylon braided vacuum line to protect it from the heat, because it does sit right along the exhaust manifolds. So we'll slice off this vacuum line that remains on the nipple of this valve. And I'll take the new line and slide it over the nipple on the valve. Now we can route the rest of this tubing down into the clips and then secure the oxygen sensor wiring back into place. So let's follow our old tubing back here, release it from this plastic mounting tab by lifting up gently, popping that guy out, and then we're just going to follow this line, and we can feel on the end there's some vacuum line, some soft rubber hose that connects to a nipple underneath the intake manifold. It's located right here. Now it's hard to show this on camera, but you're going to need to remove this from that nipple under the intake, and that's where the new attachment point will also be. Now I was able to just rip this because it was so brittle. As you can see, this stuff just pulls apart and crumbles. I'm slowly working away with my thumbnail, just breaking apart this old crumbly tubing, and I was able to get it off the nipple. I'm going to put my phone down here with a flash and try to take a photo of it, and I will put that in the video right here. Now that this job is complete, we can go ahead and replace the vanity covers, the oil cap, and secure them in place.
And I start to clap, 'cause I'm feeling good. My room is empty, all it has is a guitar and a snare drum. Bang on it, is this life? Guess it's fine. Oh what?
As always, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please click the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you think.
Whenever I go to your house, man, it looks like a museum. Makes me feel nauseous. And I start to cry.